Russia had about 600 tons of gold.
Gold might be the only way Russian President Vladimir Putin can keep his economy afloat.
China had about 600 tons of gold.
China is buying gold for extremely good economic reasons.
Central banks wouldn't be purchasing gold if they weren't optimistic about its future.
You brought up chapters 1 and 2 from Currency Wars, where you basically highlight this scenario. You said the scenario you presented at the time was that Russia and China would accumulate large gold reserves, pool their gold, and launch a new digital currency backed by gold in the place of the US dollar. Is that the form it would take for you, something backed by gold?
Probably, and here's why. And by the way, when I wrote that, and when we did the war game, and when I wrote that, Russia had about 600 tons of gold, and today they have 2,300 tons. China had about 600 tons of gold, and today they have about 2,000 tons, just slightly less, that we know of. And they may have several thousand tons off the books in the State Administration of Foreign Exchange that we don't know about, because that's completely opaque. So Russia and China did exactly what we warned the Pentagon about in 2009, exactly, which is increase their gold reserves by a factor of 4 or more.
Given the terrifying picture you've just painted, Jim, how should we be protecting ourselves here?
Well, you want assets that are going to be immune from a global liquidity crisis. What are they? Land, real estate, gold, silver, fine art, but there are, natural resources, water, etc., energy, oil. If you want to be in stocks, okay, get stocks of companies that are based on natural resources. They're such as ExxonMobil, Chevron. I'm just giving these as an example. There are a lot of ways to protect yourself, but a regular stock portfolio is not a good one. And, banks are going to be in distress. Money market funds are going to be in distress. That's what a liquidity crisis is.